What does it mean to get Ari's cosign?
I mean, it means everything to me. You know, like to me, my sister, independently of being my sister, like I think she is one of the greatest artists like we've ever seen, and for sure the greatest artist of our generation. But then plus the fact of her being my sister, like it's like throughout our lives, you know, we have flipped roles of like being who's looking up to who, you know, like I remember being her inspiration when I was on Broadway and she was a teenager, you know, and she came to the stage for Mamma Mia. And then, you know, she is the person that helped me get sober, and then the tables flipped and then she became my inspiration and I started looking up to her and asking her advice. So getting her co-sign on this project as an artist and as my sister, it means the world to me. It really does. And it pushed me and it drove me to go further and dive deeper into music and do it with less fear. I think I would have been I was scared. I was terrified to play her the first song. Absolutely terrified. Because like it's also like, what if it sucked? Do you know what I'm saying? Like that would have been like, what's she gonna say? Like what's she gonna say? Like I was like, oh my god, what are you doing tomorrow? You want to like get a manicure? Like what? How do you pivot from that? Like what if it sucked? It could have sucked. Thank God it didn't. You know, and so now we're like, and now she's shepherding me through this process as well, which is really cool. Like, you know, she sends her love, by the way, and so does my mother, obviously.
Right back.
Yeah.
Let's talk about like, okay, it is really beautiful. Like this whole thing is really special because it's also the right album for you because it is directly you. It's all you, dude. It's all exactly who you are and what you've been through. Why didn't those original songs though make the album?
It was because I started working with a different executive producer. So it's like, hopefully that those songs will come out in a different way. But this entire album is produced by Prince Fox, which is awesome. So, my manager hooked me up with Prince Fox and we just sat down and he is just such a great guy. And he came in, it was really funny, like hot and heavy with like, literally like Dua Lipa's last album. He was like, this is it, man. We're going to play it for you. And it was like discotheque Dua Lipa. And I was like, we were all like, okay, thank you so much. And he was like, can I take you to lunch after? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I fucked that whole meeting, didn't I? And I was like, no, there's no way to prepare yourself for me. Like for what I am trying to do as an artist. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you on a blank slate with nothing to listen to and nothing to go off of, how the fuck are you going to come prepared for like to pitch to me? So I was like, man, let's just like, now you get who I am. Like I talked to him a little bit about my influences and Bowie and Prince and Cher and Madonna. And I was like, we're going 80s, but we're doing it in outer space and now on a dance floor with 3 dicks in my mouth. And he was like, okay, I get it now. Like, let me whip up some stuff and come back to you. And then he came back and it was like, you're the guy. You are the guy. And so the whole album is produced by Prince Fox.
So is it going off of like, because, okay, you're creating the Spance genre, right?
Yeah.
Which is space dance rock pop.
Yeah. It's so cool.
What is he picking up on? Or what is he giving you beats and then you're writing to it? Like, what is the process like?
So we usually start with some references, and then he'll go cook up some beats or like just a general track, and then it will transport me to like a page in my book, you know, like in my mind. I'm like, whoa, stop right there. We are at my throuple on Fire Island. Like this is about my throuple. On Fire Island, we are writing a song. It is called Boys, Let's Get to Work. And so like it'll just like I'll just zap into that and then we'll start writing from that chapter of the book, you know?
Interesting.
And then every single thing I say is like, well, we need more Epcot sounds. I'm like, you need to get me more Epcot sounds. Like, it doesn't sound like Epcot enough. Like, it's literally that's the entire conversation between me and Prince. I was like, cool, so the Epcot sounds. And then, like, when we're mixing the album, I'm like, great. So, like, the Epcot sounds are really actually quite quiet. So, like, we need to turn up the Epcot sounds.
What is an Epcot sound?
Like, you know, like think about, like, going into Epcot and it's like, Yeah. Like we need that everywhere.
I gotta say, there's no experience like going to Epcot with Frankie Grande. It's
You've
fucking
been with
amazing.
me.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
I have.
I'm doing like back handsprings down like the center. It's my favorite place on earth. So like literally any sound you hear in Epcot is probably featured on the album somewhere. Like just go to Epcot and like walk around with your phone recording shit. And I'm like Imogen Heap, like recording sounds in Epcot and being like, we need this like, yo, put it somewhere. You need it.